What's up, mindful people out there? Why do so many people so many courses? They go to retreats, they learn online courses, but 95% of the people are still stuck. What are the people who, just really thrive in their life? Why are they just going forward? And the reason is very simple, but self-development is work. Like you always have to go out of your comfort zone. You just need to just go forward and, do things you usually don't. And you go to places where you don't want to go. You go to your shady sides of your personality, you go to all your craziness, your childhood traumas, you name it. And at one point, we are really, enthusiastic of making a change, but then we see, oh, okay, I have to wake up earlier in the morning, then I have to sit down and meditate, then I do my yoga practice, then I do my breathing practice, then I want to do some workout, and that's already exhausting. And you just kind of adding stress to your life, with everything what you do. And so that means that you are also, negativity biased and focused on the negative things. And if you really want to make a difference, because the people who make the difference are usually the people who have an incredible amount of self-discipline. They are just so focused on what they want to achieve. So it's more a matter of discipline and ego. Does that sound really bad to you? I'm not a very disciplined person, and I just hate this idea that I, just grind myself through spirituality, through self-development to come out somewhere else where I'm then suddenly are super happy and, my life is just going smooth. That cannot be the way. So the most important thing, what you need to go forward is a positive vision of how your life should be, how you want it to be. And you need to be, very clear about what that could be and this vision. And that's very, very important. Needs to be bigger than your little life. Like if you become part of the Extinction Rebellion movement, then you are working for something which is just bigger than your little private life. You're working for, that our animals, our environment, our trees have a future on this planet. And that positive vision is just moving you forward every single day. That you're part of something much bigger. And that's just one example of, something which could be your vision, but just make it, like if your vision is to become a really amazing mom for your child, then it's not about you. It's not about my child. It's about bringing another human being into this world and making this human being, something which is positively impacting, this planet. So whatever it is, find a vision and make a positive vision. You need something, where you wake up in the morning and okay, this is why I'm waking up. This is why I go to work. This is why I meet people. So that's very important. But when you think about finding your own vision, which is not an easy thing for a lot of people, then you go on YouTube, you Google, and most of the time you find this, most of the time men who were telling you, about visionaries and about, having this thrive for something, but most of the time they mean work. Most of the time people only know happiness coming from achievements, you know, and if achievement comes into I want to, you know, do something for the environment, then you just get stressed again, then, you know, just pressure comes in again, and then the whole thing goes down the drain no matter what you do. And most people don't know the happiness which comes from being instead of doing. All right, so you need to relearn, you know, you need to reset your inner attitude towards what does it mean to have a goal and thrive for it. And so if you really become clear about what your dream and vision is, you will find out that you don't need money at all for it, or you just need very little money for what is really important in life. And so we say there are, now comes the point, yeah, so we're going into it. There are 4 pillars in life, and you know, this is where your life rests on, and that is health. This is, you know, wealth and money. This is social contacts, and this is my inner life. So, and you need to develop a vision for these 4 pillars. How healthy do I want to be? You know, how much power do I want to bring into this life? How socially connected do I want to be? How, you know, connected do I want to be? How creative do I want to be with people, you know, doing things together? And then comes the part of my inner life, like creativity, dancing, you know, like this joy of being. That makes sense? And then comes the last pillar, and this is how much money do I actually need for these things? And so you get this clear. So this is kind of like the overall way to do that. And now comes the path. So how do I actually come to my vision? And so the first thing is you need to go to a place where it is silent. So most of the time, the native tribes, they have gone into the desert, they have gone into the jungle or on a mountain, just being by themselves and trying to develop this inner calmness. And this is the reason why we meditate. We want to get in contact with our intuitive knowledge. We want to get in contact with our inner teacher. It's not about the Buddha or Jesus or Mohammed or whatever, what is spirituality. It is that, you know, in Christianity, they say the kingdom of God is inside. So we want to connect, and for that we need to become silent and make space. And the next thing is we need to make time. Just really, if you feel like you want to develop a vision for your life and for yourself, you know, take 2 days off, 3 days off, where you just really free yourself from any responsibility, anything you have to think about, and maybe go somewhere, you know, which is not where your desk is not near and stuff like this. Third most important thing is turn any device off. I mean, it's nice that you watch us now on Patreon or on YouTube or, you know, wherever you see that, but just turn it off. You know, you will not find your vision when you're distracted. And, you know, like if you just put a chocolate cake in front of your place, you know, then your mind will just focus on the chocolate cake and not on the inside. So, you know, get the distractions away. Just turn off your mobile phone, your computers, your Kindles, where everything what brings your mind to the outside, and go to a place where you can be silent. So, and the first point is that you sit down and ask yourself very honestly, what is my conditioning? So a lot of times our idea of who we are, what we should be, where we're heading towards, or what is important for us, doesn't come from our inside. It comes from what you've learned from your parents, what you have been taught in school, what your peers in school and your friends have lived, the environment you're born in, the country you're born in. There are so many conditioning which are kind of like distracting your view on who you are and what you could be, your highest potential. So the first step is to become aware of all these conditionings, of all these kind of like, okay, I think my life would be better if I would be successful. Who cares if you are successful in the business world, if you are a happy dweller on this planet, just who cares if you succeed, making a big impact in the environmental sector. Just plant a tree and be happy with this. So we need to become aware of what is hindering me to just really finding out, just what is good for me. And when you have that clear, when you have it written down on paper, this is my conditioning. This is how, my peers, my friends, my schoolmates, behaved in school. These were the values I got from my parents and stuff like this. Then you can be more aware when you're falling into the trap, because most people just live what they have been told. They just live what they have experienced. And then, if you have that clear, then you just close your eyes and you ask yourself questions. For example, the first question is, what is my core value? And then you just ask this question and you listen. So, for example, they have asked great composers like Mozart and Beethoven and Brahms and Tchaikovsky, how, Mozart was 6 years, how could you compose these amazing symphonies? And I said, I didn't do anything. I heard the music and then I was just writing it down. And so a vision quest, finding your own vision, is making something visible which is not visible. And to just really focus on your highest potential, on what you can bring into the world. And there's a saying, I think it was from Michelangelo, who said the problem is not that you're setting a too high goal and don't reach it. The problem is more that you're aiming on a very low aim and you reach it. This is just ultimate failure, basically. And this is, like what we should thrive for. But, high goal is not what society is telling you. It's not consuming a lot of things or seeing a lot of things or having the whole time, nice sensual pleasures. This is not a high goal. This is greed, basically. This is what we talked about last month, basically. And so see what is really your highest potential of how you can help the planet, the people, yourself, how you can live a life connected with your core values, no matter what it is for you. So, and now I will record a kind of vision quest meditation where I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. So if you really want to find your vision, if you just really want to go deeper, if you want to have a positive approach to your life instead of a negativity focused one, go to the next video and do the meditation, get a pen and paper out and do the work. I think this is one of the most amazing videos, so like it now, Subscribe to our channel because it's really important that more people see that. Hit the notification bell because the next video will be much better than this one, and so you don't miss it. That's important for us. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing, full of love life, and I see you in the next video.